Drive My Car is in three parts. There is an almost 40 minutes long prologue covering Kafuku and his wife ending in her death. The epilogue runs for hardly 2 minutes showing Mizaki in South Korea. The rest of the 3 hour long film is set in Hiroshima where Kafuku conducts the rehearsals and the staging of Uncle Vanya. This part includes a trip to Hokkaido by Kafuku and Mizaki. The dialogue of various characters of the Chekhov's play, except that of Vanya, have been recorded by Kofuku's wife Otto in her voice in a cassette which is played in Kofuku's car with Vanya's line recited by Kofuku. Chaitanya Tamhane's The Disciple comes to mind. This keeps taking us to Chekhov's world for the most part of the film as a counterpoint to the present, enlightening it. Director Hamaguchi elaborated on the Murakami story by drawing from some other stories in Murakami's Men Without Women collection. The screenplay writers Ryusuke Hamaguchi and Takamasa Oi must be credited for creatively using Chekhov's Uncle Vanya as an integral part of the film for facilitating Kafuku to try and make Takatsuki reveal something about his affair with his wife. Kafuku is also the director of the play, which has an international cast somewhat like Peter Brook's Mahabharata. In the Uncle Vanya production in the film, the foreign actors can deliver in their own languages, including the Korean Sign Language. During a trip to the Mizaki's childhood home in Hokkaido, she confesses letting her mother die, and after listening her, Kafuku also reveals that he could have saved his wife. Kafuku exhorts his actors to focus on the text. All they have to do is read it. He believes that the text has the power to make it happen. This runs counter to the style of method acting practiced by a number of actors in American cinema. It is actually based on the system of acting developed by the Russian theater director Stanislavski, who staged Chekhov's play. But the style that Kafuku advocates in the film is refreshingly different. In this film adaptation of Murakami's story, Kafuku chooses Takatsuki to play Vanya, much to the surprise of the cast and the organizers. Even Takatsuki wonders why Kafuku doesn't want to play the role and cast him instead. Kafuku tells him how Chekhov is terrifying and brings out the real you. He cannot bear it anymore. He tells Takatsuki that the text is questioning the actor. He advises him to yield to it and respond to it. The casting of Takatsuki in the role of Vanya is a masterstroke by the screenwriters. Thanks to the terrifying Chekhov, in a reading of the play by the cast, Takatsuki as Vanya is made to confess in front of Kofuku that he is in love with the professor's wife Yelena. This is reminiscent of the affair he and Otto had. Most people have interpreted the ending as a result of Kafuku deciding to forget the past by giving away his red saab to Mizaki, who leaves Japan to make a fresh start in South Korea. But there are other details such as the COVID mask Mizaki is wearing and the presence of the pet dog of the Korean actress Lee Yuna. Connecting all the dots after the glorious end of the stage play with Sonia and Vanya in an anticlimax, Lee Yuna and Kafuku, who played these roles, are perhaps no more thanks to COVID. Before dying, their dog and the car were perhaps given away to Mizaki. It is not entirely gloomy as the scar on Mizaki's face has gone away. Hamaguchi's experience derived from the improvisational acting workshop he conducted, resulting in the film Happy Hour, has helped drive my car greatly. Hidetoshi Nishijama as Kafuku, Toko Miura as Mizaki, Masaki Okada as Takatsuki, Reika Kirishima as Otto, and Park Yu Rim as Lee Yuna give memorable performances. The screenwriters get rid of Takatsuki at some point to have Kafuku pressurized to play Vanya. The mere thought of having to play the Chekhov character leads to Kafuku taking a look at himself deeply at Hokkaido. It's a sign that he has accepted to play the role once again.